Hello, scholars. Yeah, how are you? And I hope you are fine in this pandemic season. Don't forget that you have to always keep a distance and always use the nose mask and always wash your hands time to time. This season or this virus will never be our portion. All right, quickly in our last class we talked about health, reproductive health. And I remember vividly that I defined health as the condition of a person's body or mind. And also I defined reproductive health as the various health process that people undergo from puberty, during pregnancy and after delivery to ensure that their reproductive organs are in good health and condition. Also, we talked about genetic counseling. I remember that vividly. We also talked about advantages of breastfeeding. Yes. And also we talked about preventing HIV and AIDS. Now today we're going to talk about abstinence. Now at the end of the lesson, students should be able to explain abstinence. Abstinence as the topic. Now abstinence may be voluntary when an individual chooses to engage in sexual activity due to moral, religion, philosophical, etc. reasons, an involuntary result of social circumstances, that is, when one cannot find any willingly sexual partner of legal mandated. Examples in countries where sexual activity outside marriage is illegal, etc. Sexual abstinence or sexual restraint is the practice of refraining from some or all aspects of sexual activity for medical, physiological, philosophical, moral, or religious reasons. As sexuality is distinct from sexual abstinence, generally motivated by factors such as individual, personal, or religious beliefs. Abstinence, as the topic says, it is voluntarily. So it is very, very cool, or it is necessary for an individual, most especially adolescents and teenagers, to abstain from sexual immoralities. Alright, let's talk about reason why people must abstain from premarital sex. Yeah, I have about 5 points here and we are going to talk about it one after the other. Now the first point says sex is a powerful force that can destroy life, and it is used properly like atomic power. Sex is the most powerful creative force given to man. When atomic power is used correctly, it can create boundless energy. When it is used in the wrong way, it destroys life. Yes, sex is a gift from God to give us the greatest pleasure, to help in creating a deep companionship with one's spouse and for procreation of the next generation. But if you play this powerful force outside the bounds of marriage, it destroys you and those that you choose you. What am I saying in essence of this? That sex is very powerful. Don't just think you can just have your way, have your sex and go with it, just like that. It happens, some actually have their way, but it's not all. What happens to A might not happen to B. So we just have to be careful and also abstain from sex, most especially we, the young ones. It is good to keep yourself till when you are finally pronounced as husband and wife. Then you cannot have sex with your partner the way you like, but not now that we are still young. Alright, point number 2 says sexual activity for young people arrests their physiological, social, academic development. Studies show that when young people engage in premarital sex, their academic performance decline and their social relationships with families and friends deteriorate. This is because adolescents are too immature to deal with the explosive sex drive, and it tends to dominate their life. Yeah, what are we saying here is that when a teenager or adolescent engage in sex, most especially you young ones that are still scholars, you are still in school, secondary school, it tends to bring your academic performance down. You will now observe that you are not doing better in your academics. Even in your social lives, it affects your social lives. Your 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 manners too. It arrests your physiological ways. Please, just trying to say this that you adolescents should just try to abstain from sex. Yes, there is time for everything. Alright, quickly, the third point says the majority of women cannot enjoy sex outside if the bond of marriage. I repeat, the majority of women cannot enjoy sex outside if the bond of marriage. The development of a fulfilling sex, I repeat, the development of a fulfilling sex life needs the security and peace of the married bond. For you to engage yourself in sex, as I said earlier on, till you are not pronounced as husband and wife, then there's a blessing attached to it, and you also have a peace of mind and and a fulfilling sex when you are doing it. You don't need to hide to have sex when you are married. You don't need to hide it. I don't mean that you should not have sex with your when you have your kids. No, what I'm saying is when you're having it with your spouse, you tend to enjoy it better than when you are not yet married. Yes, you just have to sneak, hide, and at the long run, you are being caught or pregnancy occur. You have to face the consequences. Alright, the fourth point says virginity. I repeat, virginity is to be given to the most important person in your life, the person you committed yourself to stay with forever in marriage. Yes, ladies, this goes to you, the girls. You have to keep yourself, and you have to make your as in have a commitment that the only man that is going to break your hymen is the man that you're going to stay with forever in your life, and you just have to keep that till the night of the marriage. Then you cannot break your word virginity, and there's a blessing attached to it. So for you girls, you have to keep yourself and keep your virginity. It's very, very important to you. Once your hymen is breaking, you cannot sellotape it. It cannot be glued. It has gone. Alright. Next point says those who engages in premarital sex are on a high risk of contracting of the many incidental disease. Yes, there are many diseases outside, STI, STD, and most guys nowadays are not to be trusted, even the girls too. So you just have to keep yourself. Not only the girls to keep themselves, even if the boys, you can also keep yourself. Yes, keep yourself, not engaging in what sexual immoralities. Now, next we talk about abstinence, myths and facts. Now, the facts. Abstinence education is a primary prevention model designed to assist unmarried youth from becoming sexually abstinent until marriage are well established. Likewise, the physical, mental, and emotional consequences resulting from the sexual activity outside of a lifelong relationship are not disputed. Yes, this is a fact. So Abstinence education is very, very important. It helps to prevent unmarried youth from becoming sexually abstinent. So we just have to understand the fact that we have to go through the education. Parents to please teach their child more on abstinence. Now, myth. In other areas of health education as well as abstinence, the highest health standard is communicated, that is, alcohol, drug, cigarette, use, weapon, carry, etc. The highest choices for school age youth is to remain sexually abstinent. Evaluation. Explain abstinence in your own words, what you understand by the word abstinence. Now, assignment, you need to explain the myth and fact about abstinence. I'll be waiting for my assignment. While doing that, stay focused. Always use a nose mask. Stay a distance. Wash your hands in intervals. And always remember to stay safe. Take care. God bless you all.